Let's talk about my kingdom. Yep, I'm a single dad with 2 grown kids. To a lot of you, I'm no more than an empty nester. But once upon a time, I was a king. Sure, to most of the world, even back then, I was just a dad with a little girl and a little boy. And that was, in fact, the nature of our world most of the time. But every kingdom can devolve into conflict. And when our little kingdom devolved into conflict, I put on this very crown, and I became the king. And I talked with this very voice, and I settled all disputes far and wide between the prince and princess. Any words spoken while I wore this crown were not subject to debate. This king's edicts were final, unappealable, wise, and quite just. Who gets to ride in the tube first? The first one in the tube. Who gets to hold the toad? The one willing to kiss the toad. Do we go to the Dude Ranch or Reptile Gardens when we're on vacation? I say, let's do both. What's this? You think you don't want to wear your shoes? The king says you will wear your shoes. But by all means, feel free to sleep on the doormat. And of course, when it was time to get court jesters, our kingdom adopted both a cat and a dog, and no better jesters were found in any other kingdom. But yes, at some point. Maybe it was after that one trip to McDonald's, or that other trip to Shantytown. Maybe it was late on a Friday night, after we watched both Scooby-Doo and Willy Wonka. The crown slipped from my head, never to return until today. Yeah, the kingdom faded somehow, and so too did its crown. It faded into the lights and sounds of various proms and other high school dances. It faded into the music of marching bands and hot summer nights on the field. It faded into the colors of other kingdoms. It faded into the flowers of other fields. It faded into graduations. It faded into the you that you were always meant to be. My kingdom was never designed to last forever. And although the kingdom's jesters remain, they too have grown old and gray. My kingdom was always intended to fade. I always intended for you to take the path out of this kingdom. But as king of this kingdom, I found the greatest purpose that I will ever know. I found the true love of my life, the true meaning of my life. And so I apologize to you, my prince, to you, my princess, for I did not linger when we last said goodbye. I simply hugged you and I left. To linger would have caused me too much pain. Not because the kingdom expects you to return, but because this king misses you every day.